first victory in the series.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm joined here by Freak and Clement to talk about that very first game.
They really like you.
I think it's you, Freak. Anyway, let's talk about this first game. AHQ showing some good things. Let's go back to the picks and bans rather, because ultimately there is where SKT started their plan. What did you make of it, knowing the way AHQ likes to play?
I think both sides really got what they wanted. AHQ wanted to punish the bot lane from SKT, doing the only thing. But I think SKT react to it really beautifully. They said, if you want to go for the bot lane, we're going to punish your top lane. They picked Elise, early strong jungler, and then Fiora, who could snowball the top. But AHQ also reacted pretty well. They said, we're going to do the lane swap, so we're going to nullify your Elise early game pressure, and we're going to swing the farm advantage back to our own jungler, our mountain. That's how we want to play. So I think both sides got what they wanted.
What did you make of the early game?
Yeah, I thought both comps come out well. So once the sort of early game came out, all my attention to me was kind of on the bot lane, where very surprisingly, maybe not to you so much, but AHQ had a really good start in the duo lane. They had the pressure lead, they had a bunch of damage early on. The problem is they overstepped their bounds. They took some bad trades, and suddenly here comes the enemy jungler off of a turret that I'm not convinced it was left up on purpose, though it may have been a bait turret. Oh, we're safe back here with this 12 HP turret that, of course, gets immediately dived on. At least one of the very best divers, even if the turret were alive for some reason. Just the fact that HQ is down to half HP, no one's going to protect that lane, because they're in a long lane for all intents and purposes, that is diveable.
Yeah, they give up 2 kills there in those skirmishes, but they do manage to come back. I want to pull up a replay from 21 minutes in around the dragon, which was going to be the 3rd dragon for SKT. And actually, AHQ is scrappy in those fights, and that's what they want to do. So it makes me question why they haven't done that more by some deep war teleport plays, but they do manage to do it here. Let's roll the clip out, showing how scrappy AHQ can play like we know them.
Yeah, this is what AHQ does a lot. Like, Ziv usually has very good teleports into the game, and I feel like this game really showed that AHQ can outfight SKT, but they're getting outsmarted on a lot of turns. SKT is much more decisive on their teleport plays. Right here, the fight almost gone badly for AHQ, but they managed to pull it back a little with the apprehend right here, and we see like AHQ eventually take the dragon.
There's actually a lot of really interesting things that happened in this battle as well, because Westor gets cut off by Faker, has to burn his flash, then Faker comes in much, much earlier. So yes, AHQ did pick up a couple of kills. Also, the very first kill, the one on Wolf, was because Apprehend just barely got started right when the headbutt came in. So normally Wolf's gonna headbutt Pulverize and then peace out, set up for his team. But Apprehend actually pulls him, like right at the headbutt. So Darius is flying backwards, pulling Alistar with him. Suddenly, like, Wolf's stuck in the middle of the team, and the rest of SKT's like, oh crap, never mind. That's not gonna work anymore. So really interesting small mechanical things. Got some of that fight rolling.
Yeah, definitely some individual play that was very good. One thing that I paid a lot of attention to was Mountain's play, because we've said before that he is quite good in team fighting, but he doesn't know how to bring back those early map movements. Here, he definitely had something else in mind, and that's more like you know him.
Yeah, exactly. I think Mountain's one of the smartest junglers that ever come out of the LMS. His pathing is always good. We've seen in the IG game he can go down 2 kills and then still come out with a farm lead ahead. But this game I was also really impressed by how well Bengi was pathing, because he's playing on Elise. Like, Rek'Sai should get a farm lead over that, but still Bengi pulled out ahead. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. And in the end, SKT didn't have to show anything yet. What happened in the mid lane was what we thought would happen in the mid lane, with a huge CS difference, but Faker in the end had to play the Lulu and give the people the ultimates that needed it. If we go into the next game, there were good things for AHQ, so what should they try harder on? One of the things maybe could have been getting a late game carry again for On, and we know that that Jinx will probably be banned away 100% of the games to come, but Tristana might be an option. He has one win on it in the group stage.
Yeah, but Tristana's kind of a weaker early game pick, so they can't take advantage of that in lane. I'm still very hopeful for AHQ. I think we have 3 things going for us. Number 1, Spawn picked SKT, so that's good. Number 2, Westor, today's his birthday, so good things are supposed to happen on your birthday. And the 3rd thing is, like Monty said, this is the most competitive game we've seen so far against SKT.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. AHQ do look like a fairly close match for SKT. Yes, the Koreans are still the favorites here, but you're seeing small mistakes screw the games up, right? Overextending, giving a couple of kills over, the bot lane fight, one of the dragon fights. So there are things that can be cleaned up, things their players will make the right choice later on in the series. Essentially, you're seeing matchups go the way you expect. Westor gets out CS, doesn't lose his turret right away, but then finds a split push lane to go farm. And the Diana, despite being down 60 CS, still worked out. So all these tools are still here for AHQ. it just has to be a cleaner game for them.
Yeah, we will see what happens in the next game. Only one game in this quarterfinal between SKT and AHQ. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of the action. Don't go anywhere.
SKT are taking on from the LMS AHQ. It's 3v2, the tower's down. Albus will give up first blood. Bang, bang, he wants to shoot them down. Albus looks for Morin and interrupts the lunge. The Wild Growth will save him for a few seconds longer. Ziv on the front line, but as Mountain gets away, Bang's looking for On. The Flay will not find a target. Morin, they'll get a heal from the Summoner spell and stay. SK Telecom will hold true, and SK Telecom finish the game with Baron to go 1-0.